If you're one of those that likes to say that Calvinism is a heresy, well, first off, I'm going to say I'm not a Calvinist, but I'm only going to give you two options. Either unfollow me or sit down and listen. Stop declaring everything that you disagree with as a heresy. That's not the definition of heresy. Heresy is disagreeing with God. And while they might have a different interpretation, they're not heretics. Let me explain. Heresy is when you deny the core gospel. But Calvinists actually affirm the core gospel. They affirm that all people are sinners, that Christ died for sinners, salvation is by grace through faith in Christ alone, that Jesus is God in the flesh, and we're saved by his death and resurrection and not by our works. What part of that is heresy? When it comes to their core tenets, which is tulip, what they're trying to do is simply explain how salvation works. They're trying to explain what happens behind the scenes, and that's where we disagree. But that doesn't make them a heretic just because you disagree with them, and vice versa. So while I'm not a Calvinist, and I never will be, I do agree with them on eternal security, but I am getting quite tired of Christians calling other Christians heretics just because you don't like what they say or they don't agree with what your pastor taught you. And most of you who use that word heretic, you throw it around and you've never done a day's study beyond watching TikTok videos anyway. You need to humble yourself before God and say, how should I treat my brother in Christ who I disagree with?